Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for the Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak number 2. So then, last time we started the Act 3 rounds in Edith. The search for Nadia and everything else in general commences and we make our first stop at Bermotis. We find Marielle there too, but sadly no luck in getting news on Nadia. We then continue on through the city until we end up in Station Street, where we tackle our 4 SPG. The editor-in-chief, Cunning, introduces the gang to a person called Conrad who finds work for migrant people and operates quite a bit in the grey area of things. But from him we find out that some of the workers, specifically workers from the north, have started to go missing, so we get tasked to find out what is going on. With a bit of investigating and some help from Toa and someone that Toa contacts on her phone, we find a guy approaching workers and follow him. Following the guy out of the city, we find out that it was the Dollar family mafia behind the disappearances and we apprehend them. After reporting everything back to the client, we get a brief glimpse of Toa talking to her behind-the-scenes helper, and it's none other than Crow. So yeah, that was the previous episode. The recaps for these episodes for a while are gonna probably be very easy to do. But yeah, anyway, regarding a couple of things from the previous episode, number one, thank you for reminding me who Ryan Connery is. I completely forgot that that is indeed the name of Ellie McDowell's father, and for people who have not played the old Crossbell games and are watching the Let's Play, this is Ellie. Right now on screen. She's a character that got introduced back, like I just said, in the Crossbell games and has appeared since then in a couple of the other games as well. I think her last appearance was in Reverie actually. And yeah, I completely forgot that that is her name, so thank you, pardon, his name. I knew that both, obviously I know that both of her parents are split apart or live apart. One is in the Empire, we met her already, her mother, and her dad here here in Calvard. I completely forgot what his name is, honestly. It doesn't help that he has a separate surname as well, so it's gonna completely delete itself out of my brain. But yeah, like I always say, I have a terrible memory for names. If there is a name for a character that comes up and I don't really react to it, and I should, because I should know the guy or gal or whatever, do feel free to remind me who they are and where they're from. If it's from one of the older games, because, again, my name memory is absolutely horrendous. So, yeah, thank you very much for that. Now for the other thing. Look, Grandmaster and Garden Master. That is way too similar. Yeah, I keep doing it, and it's gonna probably keep on happening. Luckily now we actually have his name being Ace, so I can just default to using his name Ace instead of Garden Master. But yeah, the Garden Master and Grandmaster, that is so similar, especially when you play like 12 games at this point, where for years the name Grandmaster is so ingrained into your brain that when this Chunbyo gardener appears, calling himself the Garden Master, it's gonna be a Freudian slip. I'm gonna keep on probably Freudian slipping into Grandmaster instead of Garden Master for him, so yeah, apologies. If you hear me say it again or read it somewhere in text again and I say Grandmaster instead of Garden Master, feel free to make fun of it. I have nothing against it. I will have a good laugh and I will just groan about it when I see the comments of it. But yeah, thank you very much for pointing that out as well. And look, apologies, but it will happen. But yeah, anyhow, we have a couple of things that I need to show you guys. I did go into Mehengaten and I found some stuff out, so let me show you. Alright, so I spent a shit ton of tokens that I had on myself after I cleared out the 3 districts that we went through. I picked up all the little tokens around, and I had like 50k, so I went to spend them, and after spending them, new costumes popped up. So yeah, there are new costumes in here. They were just locked behind me actually spending the tokens. So let me quickly buy them and show them off, cause it's mostly swimsuits. So time for the fan service. Alright, Van, swimsuit with top. Okay. Cute. And yeah, pretty much just without the shirt. Agnès, swimsuit with top? Oh, the little like... What is that even called? Embroidery? I don't know. Okay, cool. Alright, Judith, you had 3. Bikini? Okay. Nice. Swimsuit with top. Holy gold trim. Uh-huh. Holy shit, that thing is so detailed. What the fuck? And the swimsuit is obviously the same, but without it. That is not something she was wearing during the trip on the island. She was wearing this thing. Huh, interesting. Where is this one from? Alright, Aaron, you are, yep, the pink and the green. Or the light purple, I guess. And the green. Alright, Shizuna. Very simple. Fit. God damn, it's so low on the back. What the hell, girl? For a battle maniac, she has quite the outfits. Ren, we've seen that. Yep, pretty nice. Elaine. Yep, seen that as well, of course. We've seen it even on a bike. Oh, and this one I think also unlocked now because stuff. Okay, nice. Fairy swimsuit with top. Cute. Cute. That's all I have to say. They're all very low in the back. What the shit? Even for her. Not sure I'm a fan of that. Alright, Reset with top. Very nice. And the regular version. Katre. Let's see. Yep. Normal version. The actual swim attire version. Also, you have your lightweight outfit now as well, yeah? Yeah. Okay, nice. This guy and his swimming gear. You'll be back. We'll have some choice words. Nadia, of course. Yeah, the two of them have only a single outfit for the swim stuff. Alright, those were the swimsuits and stuff. Now for the music. There is also new music to discover. Quite a lot of it, actually. So let's go in order. Roll to play. This is background music for the menu. Oh, it's a Daybreak 1 soundtrack?
Okay, playing it now.
Okay, it's one of the chiller ones. I think it's one of the night teams. Or not. No, this is not one of the night teams. Engineering City Basel. Okay, also menu music. Let's hear it. Oh yeah, Basel had a very nice city theme. Life goes on. Also menu music. Is the next one also menu music? A relaxing time? Yep. Oh, this is a reverie track. Alright. Life goes on. Ah. This one I definitely recognize. Just as the heavy piano kicks in. God damn, it cuts off. Okay. A relaxing time. Also reverie.
Okay, playing it now.
I should do the preview music preview like this. Because then it's not gonna awkwardly cut off.
Take your time, okay?
The negative about checking the music out this way is she's gonna talk in the background. Alright, cool. Alright, Endless Sea of Sand is area music. And so is Decay and the Animal Trail. Alright. Okay, Endless Sea of Sand, Daybreak 1.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Request accepted.
Huh? Okay. Okay, that's... I think the field music for the map in Tharbard. Oh, yeah. Okay, so why is it not working when I click on it? Anyway, Decay and the Animal Trail, where it is Daybreak 1. Ah. Definitely recognizing this one.
Request accepted.
Wow, okay, I think the menu is broken. Alright, next to you, the Destination of Fate. Yes, I recognize this name. Area music to be changed, yeah, okay. And Hide and Seek by Myself, also area music. The Destination of Fate. Okay, I think I know why it's not switching it here when I click on the song, because it's area music. That's why it's not switching the music. Anyway, the Destination of Fate. Yep. It's not gonna switch it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't switch it. I need to be in the field to to hear the full song. That's fine. Hide and Seek by Myself, also Reverie. Which one is this? Ah. Alright, I do remember this one. Okay. Next to Heart Desperation. That is battle music. Okay, and the Decisive Point, also battle music. Okay. Okay, Heart Desperation, Daybreak 1. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Alright then. The Decisive Point, also Daybreak 1. Oh yes! Yes! That one is probably my favorite. Out of probably out of all of the battle tracks from the previous game, I mean, some were good, but the one that stuck in my head the most was probably this one, and probably because it was the first music I heard from Daybreak 1, from the OG teaser trailer. And it's also, actually, it's also the opening music track, isn't it? Just without lyrics?
Take your time, okay?
I think? I need to re-listen to the old opening from Daybreak 1 at some point again. Alright, last two for now. Stand Up Again and Again. Battle music. And Wind Up Yesterday. Also battle music. Another Reverie song, so Stand Up Again and Again. Oh, yes! Oh god, yeah, that was so good. Alright, Wind Up Yesterday. Ah. God, the series has such good music. Again, I cannot wait for the remake of Sky the First, just to hear all of the rearranged and re-recorded music. Oh, it's gonna be a blast. Alrighty, time to check out the next district, Tyrell District, and oh god, okay. Shops updated. Movie theater is open again. Ooh, right, they were remodeling that thing. I do wonder how this thing is gonna be looking now on the inside. But first, oh hey, that's a familiar figure, the Swanee. Welcome back, Inspector Laswani. Are you in the middle of an investigation? Well, I wouldn't call it an investigation per se. I've just got a bad feeling lately, like something big's coming. It's like we've entered Act 3 of this game. What? Don't mind me. I figured it might be a good idea to patrol around town for some information, just in case, you know. I'm sure that must seem pretty old-fashioned to you young folks. Who does all their investigating by foot anymore? Of course, we don't think that. We're just in awe of how thorough you are, Inspector Laswani. I mean, all of our colleagues look up to you. Yeah, they really do. Stoic investigating, swift situation assessment. There's so much you teach us. Well, I suppose it's rather nice to know my juniors are paying attention. But anyway, if anything happens, just be sure to contact me. Oh wow, how is he always so cool? He has fans! That is so adorable! Yeah, no kidding. Much better than Nate. Oh, poor Nate. Oh, good God, Nate. He'll learn. Come to think of it, Nate's head has been in the clouds instead of his work lately, almost as if something is weighing on him. I'm not about to insinuate myself into his private life. Insinuate. Sorry. But sooner he gets back on solid ground, the better. Okay, probably trouble with his girlfriend that he forgot that she exists. Leave it to Inspector Laswani to use all tricks to break new ground. He might not look it, but he might not look a lot. What? Oh, he might not look it, but we younger officers know full well what a compassionate soul he can be. I mean, the man's got Nate for a direct subordinate. The fact he hasn't given up on him says it all. Jesus Christ, the Nate slander. I love it. A lot of our newer officers either shrink in fear at Inspector Laswani or write him off as a relic of the past. But his track record speaks for himself. The man climbed his way up the ladder, one rung at a time. If anything, we should be tipping our caps to him. The difference between Laswani and Nate. Come to think of it, don't you have some kind of dream, Marilyn? You know, like becoming an actress or an idol? They're pretty competitive industries, but I can't imagine you'd have much trouble fitting in. You're always up to date on the latest trends. Yeah, no kidding. And you've got so many connections too. I mean, weren't you the one that introduced me to Shakar? And that's not to mention how pretty you are. You'll be a top seller in no time. Well, I appreciate all the flattery. I'm not really super keen on joining the entertainment world. Besides, I have something else lined up for me. Mysterious as ever, Marilyn. She sure does have plenty of Mira, though. Maybe she's leaving it up in the shadows.
On an all-new adventure.
This isn't even scratching the surface of the many mysteries of Marilyn. The biggest one is in my book is why she seems to have it in for me all the time. Maybe she likes you secretly? There's no need to worry for my sake. I've already found my life's calling, believe it or not. To be honest, I've always seen Marilyn as a closed book. It'd be nice if she opened up to me more, but I still consider us besties anyway, so it's whatever. Okay. Do you remember that idol duo that started up last year? I hear they've been scrambling all over the place doing live concerts after live concert. Just my luck they'd stop performing at the concert hall right when I decided to go and see them. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get another chance at the Trion Mall or some other venue. The recent surge in T-phone usage has made it easier than ever to analyze trends via the orbital net. Not only that, it promises to be a valuable tool for scouting new talent. Take, for example, the numerous young women posting for the photogenic selfies. Oh god, no, we're getting to all the trends now, in which they model their own fashions. Every so often you'll have a hidden gem among them who shines exceptionally bright. Well, your job became easier. Aramis Academy is holding its school festival soon, aren't they? Maybe I should attend. I've been thinking of going to one of their events for a while anyway. Oh, that just gave me an idea. I can invite Kirk to come with me. I'm hoping I'll be able to give him a chance to get a look at what he's missing out on.
Oh, righty.
Kirk wouldn't look out of place either if he enrolled into high school. He's at the right age, more or less. My dad's the one pushing for him to further his education, though. Me? I think it'd be fine if he joined the workforce. But apparently neither of them are his thing. All he does now is play basketball on the street. At this point, I'm just looking for a way to spur him into taking his future seriously. I mean, if you get him to the school and he finds the basketball club over there, he could, you know, devote himself more to basketball and become a professional player. That's a thing. It's a shame Lolo is at Sunday school right now. His father just called with the most wonderful news. Saliv's busy season at work is over, you see. He'll be back at home with us for a while starting tomorrow. Up until now, it had been one business trip after another, to the point where he was away more often than not. Lola will be bouncing off the walls with joy when he hears about this. Oh, he will. Thinking back, I've been growing a lot closer to the people in our neighborhood lately. I happened to bump into one of them during our shopping trip, so I tried taking a page out of Lolo's book and struck up a conversation. Next I knew, we were friends, and from there, she introduced me to some other fellow housewives. Now I look forward to socializing with them. Once my husband is around again, I'll have no reason to feel lonesome anymore. Aww, that is nice. Well, it's been remodeled a number of times over the years. Macmillan Cafe has stood in this spot for over a century. Damn, this place is old. In fact, its historical value in particular is what draws some of our patrons to visit. Naturally, owning such an establishment can be a heavy burden to bear, but the pride it confers far outweighs the pressure. I plan to keep it running well into the future, ideally in a way that lives up to its storied past and previous owners. Good for you.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Welcome. Sorry. Macmillan Mix. 640 HP Cure Ailments. A mixed juice popular among Macmillan youngster patrons. Oh yeah, also very quickly, this reminded me that I did off-screen devour all the food that was in my inventory that I didn't eat before, and the gourmet rank now is up to 17. Holy gathering. Oh, it's Aslan. The racer, okay. He is giving an interview, I guess. Anybody else here? Oh, she's back there with Kitty? That girl is becoming a witch. Anyway.
How a young band of soldiers managed to survive.
Meet and greet staff member. Welcome. We're holding a meet and greet for Mr. Aslan here today. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision made in the response of his newfound popularity. Our usual venue for this sort of thing is currently unavailable, however. So the owner of Macmillan Cafe kindly agreed to lend us this terrace. We're very grateful to him, as is Mr. Aslan, of course. I mean, that's good publicity for the cafe. Like, very good publicity. Another guy. Attention everyone, I'll be handing out number tickets, so if you could please form an order line. Cool. Oh god. Fangirling time. Let's see. Aslan fans. Excuse me, I've been a fan ever since your debut, Aslan. I've seen all of your races, working to overcome your meager beginnings, beating out all the others with only half the sponsors. And when you were finally picked up by Ingrid, that was just the push you needed to make it to Z1. It's been so inspiring to watch you climb the ranks, Aslan. You're my hero. Wow, you really know your stuff, huh? Thanks for standing by me for so long. I'd never be where I am today without support like yours. Oh wow, anything for you, Aslan. Oh god. Everyone's saying you have a real chance at snatching away Maxim's fourth victory. Whatever happens, we'll always be there to cheer you on. Well, thanks very much. I appreciate it. You know, I've been striving to match Maxim's skills ever since I saw him raise Z1 for the first time. And tomorrow, I'll finally be able to measure myself against the best of the best. I think I've seen this guy somewhere before. Was it in the papers? That's Aslan. He's a Z1 racer like Maxim. Said to be the Red Comet's new rival, actually. Even though he's still pretty young, he's apparently beat out all the top racers. Heard he's worked pretty hard to do it too. A serious yet refreshing personality, and I'm sure it doesn't hurt that he's kind of a pretty boy. No wonder he's all the craze lately. Can't be any more disappointing than the other racers we know. Nice, taking a jab at Maxim. Every single race between Asan and Maxim so far had been a total nail-biter. Tomorrow's the last one of the season, and I'm Team Asan all the way. Good for you. Oh, he's just too cool. Like freezing bucket of ice water cool. Okay. Sure, Maxim is hot, but Asan stomps him in the category too. What? It's nice getting a chance to hear from my fans. Knowing that all of them are counting on me to deliver helps sharpen my focus. I'm going to give it everything I've got tomorrow for my sake and theirs. Well, probably gonna see the race, we'll see about that. Hey, Shen is here. So, tell me, Asan, what are your thoughts heading into the final race? Well, needless to say, I plan to do my level best. But really, this is about more than just winning. It's about pushing myself and my car to the limit. No matter what, I won't give up until I cross that finish line. That's how I plan to pay my respects. To the fans, to my mechanics, and to my fellow racer and esteemed rival Maxim Lugan. I see. Thank you for your time. And might I say, your integrity and passion for this sport really shines through. I can only hope I manage to get them across to our readers. Oh, more?
Alrighty.
Wow, Asan really is an incredible guy. Between his handsome face and his skills behind the wheel, it's no wonder he's the hot new thing. Almost makes me feel like I don't even deserve to interview him. It's fine, buddy. Rumor has it that anti-immigration terrorists are on the move again. There's no reason to doubt it either, from what I hear. It's hard to picture them pulling off anything major though, now that they're lost their funding from Oracion. Then again, you know how, you never know what people like that are capable of once they're driven into a corner. True. Speaking of anti-immigration terrorists, the True Grievance Brigade was a real force to be reckoned with back in the day. They used gunships during their attack on the trade conference, as well as these autonomous weapons they got off the black market. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely did. Kagayoshi, what are you doing here? Meow. Oh, you never get any less adorable, Kagayoshi. You know, the owner told me a few things about you. He said you're a regular kitty detective who can pick out bad guys and see trouble coming an arch away. Is that true? What am I asking? Of course he can't. Aha. The cat knows. Are you aware that former President Rocksmith is currently abroad? Now, what could someone who has withdrawn from the political world be hoping to achieve in another country? If you fail to provide an explanation, then it would be taken as an international visit under the pretext of a tour of inspection. Or perhaps despite drawing a line in the sand, he's still maintaining diplomatic relations with foreign powers. Interesting, where is he? Ha! What country is he visiting? Maria's still plugging away with her independent investigation. She seemed kind of harried about it too. Dingo set the bar she wanted to reach. Now that he's gone, she probably isn't sure what to make of herself anymore. If you ask me though, Marielle's already developed a distinctive reporting style. Her doubts never stop her from moving forward. They'll go a long way toward reaching her goals. Marielle is reaching the annals of pretty much every single one of the big journalists that we've seen from these games. It's actually kind of fun to watch her growth from the bubbling newspaper journalist from Daybreak 1 to where she is now to who the hell knows what's gonna be in the next game. Mr. Logan never changes though, huh? He was always brown-nosing President Rocksmith to curry favor during the previous administration. Now he's probably going to spend the debate fawning all over President Gremhard and the current party in power instead. We'll just have to bank on Marielle for a fair and unbiased article. Yes. Now, on the assignments for the political debate and corresponding interviews 2 days from now, We'll have Langdon handle President Graham Hart and his party. Marielle can accompany him. Her sense of justice can make her a bit hasty, but we can't deny the experience she's managed to occur. A crew? Hold on, what? A crew? That's a word. At this point, I think we can trust her to cut to the hard-hitting questions without crossing the line. The wait for our new spring medley special is finally over. Come and get it while it's cold. I almost said come and get it while it's hot. One bite will fill your mouth with a flavor explosion of pulpy spring fruits and fragrant spring flowers. It started out gaining traction bit by bit, but getting featured in the Tyrell Times gave it a real boost. Ice cream truly is a thing of endless possibilities. Whipping up new creations like these really drives that point home. Alright, new ice cream. Spring Medley, CP26, ice cream that combines several of spring's favorite flavors. Esprit Cinema reopened without a hitch, and I couldn't be happier. There's just no room in my heart for any other theater. I can feel the excitement rising already. This is the place that made me fall in love with movies as a kid. After all, it means the world to me.
Hi there.
And you have
Try something?
blue popcorn? Magic damage up? I mean, it makes sense because the other one was resistance up. Blueberry flavored popcorn that's as fun to look at as it is to eat. Aha. Oh, good god, game, why? Really, in the fountain again, the pink hazelfish is a big catch? Well, here we go again. There we go. A-rank pink hazelfish. Why am I fishing in a fountain? So you've heard about the supposed entertainment maestro, right? Entertainment maestro? Uh-huh. It's some guy who is involved in producing all these super successful movies and events, but he's never shown himself in public. Yeah, everyone I know is talking about it. Can't really tell how much of it's true though. I wonder who he is. Everyone on the net's just taking shots in the dark. Well, the guy's gotta be pretty experienced, yeah? But man, it's crazy that he's produced so many genres. Calling him just a genius would be putting it lightly. Aha. I'm not saying I believe them, but this sort of rumor always sparks up some real crackpot theories. Especially when it comes to anonymous legends. The message boards go off the deep end, trying to piece together their identities. I've even seen some people say the entertainment maestro is actually the president of in disguise, and it's just the starters. Okay. Rumors like these tend to lose their luster once the veil of intrigue gets taken off. But still, hearing about the maestro who actually has something to show for it really makes you wonder who they might be. Oh god, what's going on here? Hey, Cowan! Where have you been this whole time? You could have at least told us where you were going. I was practically holding on by a thread without you. Oh, I didn't really go anywhere. Just had a few errands to deal with, you know? Sorry you had to cover for me. Oh, come on, do you really think I'd fall for such an obvious lie? It's not like I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, if it was some top secret mission, just say so. Otherwise, spill the beans, Cowan. Fine. I went to a martial arts training camp, alright? She doesn't need to know I was there as a spy, though. Cowan's really gotta learn how to trust me more. I already know about his big secret, and even if I didn't, we're still co-workers. Jesus Christ, this girl. Apologies, I've said too much. My lips are sealed as far as Heiwe is concerned. Okay, buddy.
May I help you?
Red Dragon Mapo Tofu? Ooh. 240 EP. Damn. And CP24. Sayun's new dish that'll have spicy food fans begging for more. Well, look who it is. Been a while since Arkride Solutions had a company get-together here. I heard about your escapades in Langport, as well as your run-in with Tao a few days afterward. So you already know what went down in Emeth. Doesn't sound like it's stopping you for taking a backseat though. I got an overview of what the Lee family's deal is. Were there any updates on that front? Well, nothing has changed in any major way. Essentially all is going according to TLoH's designs. The Liu family still has quite a bit to work through, however, so I doubt it'll be smooth sailing. Everybody's dancing in the palm of that asshole's hand, huh? Pisses me off like you wouldn't believe. Guess that means we'd better keep an eyes open for any more activity from AOE. Ideally, we won't get dragged into it ourselves, but let's be ready to pivot just in case. At this point, AOE's current turmoil doesn't allow for any of us to take backseat, as you put it. Just be sure to watch yourselves out there. Thanks, ma'am.
This is positively delectable.
Oh, good lord. The meeting of the legends.
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Well, if it isn't mine, fancy meeting you here. I'm glad to see you're all doing well. Oh, hey, Gotti, Lam. You two going over plans for that big collab you mentioned? Got it in one, man. We've actually just about finished filming for it too. All that's left is a little fine-tuning and drawing up our layout for the final scene. We managed to work out most of our plans before filming, but Gotti and I couldn't help adding a few additions. There are quite a few surprises in this one. I believe the ending will be even more provocative than either of us expected. Sounds like you two are pretty fired up about this. I can't wait to see it in the theaters. Well, you've all done your fair share in helping us both, so we were planning on inviting you to the initial screening. Just you wait, kiddos. It'll be one for the history books. I'm terrified. Thank you once again for your assistance on Nemeth Island. It was a tense few days, but that's only made it all the more memorable, for better or worse. Perhaps that's also why my last meeting with Director Gotti feels like such a distant memory. At any rate, I look forward to bouncing ideas off one another. It's always a joy to see a project take shape. Oh yeah, Aramis Academy's holding their schools festival in April, aren't they? Production should reach a good stopping point by then. Maybe we'll swing by and see what kind of passion those kids can drum up. I am not sure if it would be such a good idea to let you loose in a school. Yeah. Now, where's the newest Bravely Legends volume? Ah, there we are. That's an instant buy for me. I'll admit my eyes would often wander over to this section while searching for work-related materials, but these days I can save time looking up resources and gathering information on my T-phone. That gives me the freedom to enjoy my favorite comics out in the open. Good for you! Speaking of Bravely Legends, last week's chapter featured a stark deviation from its usual material, weaving in elements of underworld wheeling and dealing into the plot was both fresh and captivating, no doubt. But it did come as a surprise seeing Jay Siegel draw on that topic in particular. I have to wonder what spurred it on. Jay Siegel? Huh. Okay.
Hello there, Albert.
Agnès. So the business you mentioned having to take care of this afternoon really was your part-time job. Speaking of which, I completely forgot that I was scheduled for a shift today. I wound up having to cancel my appointment with Odette at the last minute.
Oh, Albert, don't go over exerting yourself if you're tired, alright?
That's a funny thing to say, given how much harder you've been working on, yes? You seem to be managing pretty well for yourself, though, so I won't harp on it. Well, if it's rest and relaxation you need, there's nothing more refreshing than a trip to the sauna. That sounds pretty tempting, actually. Oh, hold on! Since when did you have a stake in this conversation?
Now.
This guy. How could I let my work schedule just slip my mind like that? Clearly I'm in the need of a good long break.
One secret to our popularity is that we always strive to keep our customers engaged. That includes doing fairs and collaborations on a regular basis in order to keep ourselves relevant. Last year we had a tie-in with the film festival and set up a booth at the Revolution Festival. And if all goes well, we'll be holding yet another different event here tomorrow.
Alright.
Oh, Please take as much time as you need.
Soul Chef Knaffe? Okay, nice. The world from Solaris for Catre. Wait, what does it say? A photo book of the Tianshan mountain ranges. Night sky.
Hope to see you again.
Oh god, I forgot. From all of the shards that I was opening up, all of these extra gifts. Okay. Let's go through them. Catre,
Thanks.
you are ranking up. Alright, Fairy level up. Alright, Ren level up as well. Alright, those were the only ones who leveled up.
Home away from home at last. This theater is just so much more comfortable to me. The one over at the Trion Mall has an acceptable lineup so long as you can stomach the way they've styled the place. But they just can't beat the good old-fashioned feel of Esprit. Or their expertly curated selection.
For your visit
What's
today.
more, it's close to where I live. Movie going in a familiar environment is the best and only way for me.
If you
They
have-
mentioned rehauling their sound system, and sure enough, it's easier to pick out the finer details in the audio. My ears have gone bad with age, so it's a real treat being able to hear the music and effects so crispy and cleanly.
merchandise for the movie on sale
As your senses deteriorate, it gets harder to notice changes in the score, and if a song features vocals, good luck making out the lyrics.
Well, just need good audio mixing, I guess. Okay. Don't really see too much of a change in here unless they changed something, or it's just the audio equipment like they said.
Will soon begin.
Also, all of these posters.
If you have a
Hi.
ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Esprit Cinema is open once again for business. Your patience has been much appreciated. The renovations were a time-consuming affair, but such is the fate of a vintage structure like ours. It gave me a new appreciation for this building's history, which stretches back to the very dawn of movie-making itself.
Why not buy a
At any rate, we are now able to provide a more comfortable experience to our guests. Hope you continue to make us your theater of choice. Incidentally, when you watch a movie, are you aware of the name and style of the studio that produced it?
Thank you
Here
for
in
your
Calvard, there are currently 4 companies that dominate this industry: Vegas Films, Kowloon Pictures, United Star, and Orion Films. Each one has its own unique flair that characterizes the works it puts out. Attempting to identify these tendencies through the films that are playing can be quite enjoyable, I find. I mean, yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, is the little one here as well? Yep. Is your mom again on the toilet?
It feels like I haven't been here in forever, and it's not even like it was closed for that long. It's fine though. According to the listings, Esprit's going to be playing movies that aren't showing at the other theater too. It's kind of annoying how far the mall is from my house, but I don't mind going to either depending on what I'm up for.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the Saga of Ravana today. In case you're wondering, people are saying it's so flashy it hurts. This is my first time seeing a movie that a studio from Elsheim worked on. I wonder how it will be.
We have merchandise.
Welcome to Esprit Cinema's grand reopening. Your patience has been greatly appreciated. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by our audio and air conditioning equipment renovations. But on the bright side, we are now able to provide an even better movie watching experience to our guests. We hope you'll take the time to enjoy it with us.
Alright, what do you have?
Welcome.
Thank you for your visit today.
Sure, let's see. My Casablanca and the Saga of Ravana.
This showing is free too.
Not purchased. Okay, Casablanca.
Please silence your phones.
Let's see. Let's take... Let's take Catre. And let's take Judith.
We have merchandise.
Ben decided to let everyone... Yeah, okay. Alright, let's see what this is. Helena, a third year at the prestigious all-girls school and head of its library committee, does not get along with her first-year subordinate Sherry. Oh, that's the movie that we watched kind of partially at Nemeth Island, isn't it? Being an austere young lady of high birth, she has exceptional little tolerance for Sherry's childish, impish behavior. One day, Helena finds an exchange diary in the library. Its author desiring a pen pal. Intrigued, she writes a response under a pseudonym. Adopting the guise of a kind, caring upperclassman, Helena continues the correspondence, and her relationship with her pen pal deepens. Eventually, as their exchanges become more personal in nature, Helena comes to realize her secret recipient may in fact be Sherry. As time passes, Helena notices gradual shifts in Sherry's disposition, with her looking more downcast by the day. While she could find nary a trace of melancholy within her notes, Helena's worries festered all the same, leading her to confront Sherry directly. Although initially hesitant, Sherry confesses that she's fallen in love with a classmate she had been exchanging notes with. Oh! In that moment, Helena felt a tinge of joy, but she is taken aback, her last failed relationship with a girl still fresh on her mind. Out of a desire to protect her from the same pain, Helena tries to convince Sherry to cut off her feelings for her alter ego.
You're merely playing a game of make-believe. I assure you, it won't last. These kinds of fickle relationships are all too common here. Besides, you've heard that people who engage in that sort of thing often become an object of idle gossip and ridicule, yes?
I understand that. It's just...
Oh, don't tell me you actually believe that pen pal of yours is your dream soulmate. How juvenile. Flights of romantic fancy are all well and good, but I think it's about time you grew up, Sherry.
I get it now. This is your way of being kind, isn't it? You're denying my feelings so I won't get hurt.
What are you saying? Did you not listen to a single word I said?
I did a lot of thinking about who this girl could be. I wondered, who is this person that's comforting me with all these kind words? And then, I saw you.
Oh.
I saw you put the diary back in its hiding place.
You saw that? But the person you developed feelings for is nothing more than a fabrication. They aren't the rigid girl you see before you.
That's not true. The girl I see in front of me is shy, and she hides her kindness behind a thin veil of austerity. If I were to put my feelings into words, how would I write them? Maybe you can teach me, Helena.
We don't need to write them down, Sherry. Because they're already engraved in our hearts.
Good God. I love romance shit like this. I'm not even joking. I was very engrossed. Holy fuck. Well, that went that direction. It's a little hard for me to fully relate to what those girls were thinking, even though I feel like I should. Yeah, you kinda should! I didn't even think to what kind of movie I'm bringing you! This movie's kinda coded for you, buddy. That said, no one has the right to dictate who you can or can't have feelings for. People can like who they like, regardless of gender. I brought the proper person along. Well said. It's tough being a minority. They're often dealt a hard lot in life. And I can't imagine it's easy to confide in someone about those kinds of feelings. Someday, I hope that we can build a happier world for those people. A world where they can live their lives peacefully. And be accepted in the same way that you, the professor, and everyone else accepted me for whoever I might be. That's what I want for myself, too. Nina really flexed her acting chops in this one. I bet every critic out there is showering her with glowing reviews. Yeah, I really liked her shift in expression at the end. Really sold the idea that her heart was wavering. I'm also impressed by you. You're always praising Nina, and you don't seem jealous about her success. You're a real good friend.
Huh? Oh, I guess I never really thought about it like that. I've kinda always thought of jealousy as feelings of inferiority due to lack of effort. It also helps that Nina and I are on a totally different paths. And besides, it'd get boring real quick if I was the only actress around.
Damn, Judith. Fair point. Instead of being frustrated with yourself for the skills you lack, you channel that energy into training so you can get them. I respect that. I feel like I picked the two correct characters for this movie. For the post-discussion. That was kinda appropriate. But yeah, very interesting point of view from Judith as well. Yes, brochure, bye. Oh, also, I didn't, on the island, I obviously only watched the cutscene, the hangout event with Judith and Nina. I didn't lock that one in, so I wonder, if I would have locked that one in and we would have watched the movie here now, if there would have been like different text, like reaction from Van and Judith, for example, here, if they would have commented on it, hey, it's the thing we've watched on the island, yada yada. If anybody knows, do tell me. I'm pretty curious if that's the case. Usually these games do pay attention to this kind of shit. Alright, Sidon District, let's see. Not too many people, one shop update, basketball is still there, and there is a 4 SPG. Let's begin. I didn't get a chance to go to Langport's Lunar New Year Festival this year. See, that's where the Red Star shows off their dragon chariot. The last time I saw it was forever ago. It was actually the only time I saw it too. Man, I really wish I could go again. But they probably already sold it at auction. I think they did, yeah. You know, the final race of Z1 is happening tomorrow. Time's flown by pretty quick, huh? It's already been a full year since last year's finals. I almost can't believe it. Everyone was neck and neck in the last one. I hope this year's is just as exciting. Painter girl is not here. What the shit? Where is my foreshadowing painter? Come to think of it, when they mistakenly arrested Vice President Fan the other day, I listened to some reports from the local police, and it sounds like there were a lot of complex issues surrounding the situation. At any rate, Langport serves as the base of the Eastern Syndicate Highway. The shadows run deep there. Oh yeah? Compared to last year, there's been a pretty big decrease in Mafia-related fraud. However, with the introduction of the T-phone, we've been getting more reports about orb mail spam and net scams. It's a completely different type of crime, but thankfully there are a few things the police can do about it. As long as people report it to us, we'll do everything we can to handle it. The fixers, huh? It's been a while since I've seen Arkride at the wheel. I heard you were involved with the events that happened over in Messeldam and Langport. You know, I appreciate what you've done for us in the past, but you should refrain from throwing yourself into every situation you come across. Whenever something big happens, you need to inform your local law enforcement. Alright. We'll let you deal with things the proper way from now on. The CID managed to secure a member of the anti-immigration terrorists not too long ago. We anticipate there to be an increase in their activity, so we've been trying to gather more information on them. We're asking citizens to share any information they have on suspicious individuals, objects, or potential propaganda. We've yet to find any leads, however. Getting reports via Ormail has become more commonplace nowadays. Naturally, our client companies are doing the same. They're all starting to implement the T-phone into their business practices. However, many of them seem to still be at a loss on how to use them. Thankfully, our company has been using T-phones for a while now. We were actually some of their first testers. We should be able to teach our clients a thing or two on how to make the most of them. The Erlen brand is incredible. Not only do they keep up to date with the current trends, but the quality of the material means it lasts forever. And that's not even to mention how impressive Mora is. Styling customers is like her sixth sense. I need to become a staff member that the Erlen name can be proud of. That one fast fashion shop at the Trion Mall has grown quite popular lately. Thanks to mass production, they'll be able to
they're able to sell stylish clothing for low prices. Honestly, it's not a bad idea. However, as someone who finds clothing durability and individuality more appealing, I'd rather shop at other brands. The important thing is to shop wherever suits your needs best. That's key to understanding fashion. Hell yeah. I hope you'll continue to support our brand in the future. If you have any questions about styling options, please don't hesitate to ask. We'll be sure to help you on the best of our ability. Okay, what do we have on the board? Bounty in the Waterworks. Okay, it's a extermination quest. According to recent intel, a dangerous monster, the Kraken, release the Kraken, has been sighted in the Silent District's Waterworks. We would greatly appreciate you. Yeah, okay. Well, okay, good. You know, I got permission to do business, but only on the back streets. Honestly, I wasn't so sure how I'd start bringing in customers, but before I knew it, people were lining up for my stand. Like the street basketball kids, some of the former delinquents. It's been pretty surprising. I actually made a pretty decent profit today. If this keeps up, I'll even have some good news for Berselia. See, I've caused her a lot of worry, and I just want to show her I can stand on my own. Oh, you're very sweet. What the shit? Woody? Hey, Woody, you wrote that letter, didn't you? Yeah, it was me, alright. Though, what is this music right now? Though I'd get one over you on, and Ronald for all that bullying you did. What, figured you'd try beating me up again? No, I actually wanted to apologize. Huh? I know it's too late. No, it's too little too late, but don't worry about forgiving me either. I just felt kind of bad that you went through all the trouble over something so stupid too. It's not stupid. Believe it or not, James, I will get my revenge. Sure, and I'll give you the chance. How about we play a one-on-one? You want to play basketball? Why would that solve anything? James, it's just like what Sasha did. Looks like a bunch of teenage angst, honestly. Uh-huh. Why do I have to play basketball with someone who bullied me? Well, I'll just go ahead and give myself a handicap. Make sure to give me a good beating, alright? Okay? It's kinda weird to see Eddie running a stall here. Well, as long as he's holding up okay after what happened, he can do whatever he wants. I just thought some roasted chestnuts. Bought some Jesus. Getting a stroke. I just bought some roasted chestnuts from him, and then he and I did a little bit of chatting. It's thanks to him that Fravla's alive and well. I've thanked him like 1,000 times at this point. Anyhow, he still isn't being completely open with me about all that's going on with him. He might have cut ties with those delinquents, but I'm wondering if he's fully let go. Well, this is where having friends who care can be handy. I'm gonna try and help him however I can. Nice. Oh, more? Lately Eddie's looked like he's been very sick. Wonder if it's about his friends from that gangster crew he was kinda involved in. It's just a hunch, but I think he wants to help him change for the better. I know, maybe I can get them to join the team. Our crew has all kinds of wild punks, so hey, what's one or two more? If Eddie wants my help, I'll give it to him. We basketball brothers always have each other's backs. Nice. Oh god, what's this? Stop pushing yourself so hard. You're gonna end up in the hospital at this rate. It's just a little scratch. Besides, injuries are like battle scars. They're proof of all my hard... Ow! That's what you get for acting all tough. You know, if you really get hurt, they might just make you sit out for the match. Sure, you're okay with that? All you ever do is nag, Fravla. Seriously, you're just like my sister. Oh yeah? I forgot you had a sister. Think I should ask her to hang out sometime? I wonder what having a family is like. Oh, I mean, it's not like it's anything special. Wait, you're just trying to throw me off my game. Kirk's not really the upfront with my feelings kind of guy, but he's at least trying now. Though I'd definitely be better for him and for everyone if he just opened up and speak his mind. If I was a stubborn ox and kept all my feelings locked up tight, I never would have been able to meet all the guys here. And because I took a step forward, I found a place where I belong. No regrets.
Aw. I heard Fravla doesn't have any siblings and her parents aren't around either. Yet she's always putting other people's concerns over her own. Is helping other people really such a good thing? Yes.
Something?
Well, there is Nate. Hi, buddy. Oh god, he's plastered. Oh, it's you guys. Look, I'm off duty today, so just leave me alone. You reek, dude. Have you been drinking already? Well, wouldn't you be drinking if you'd got dumped by your girl? You know, we argued on and off last year, but our relationship kept pretty steady. But then I went and forgot all about our date. I was just really focused on my investigation for once. Of course I wanted to apologize, but it doesn't look like she's gonna forgive me this time. Why does it always happen?
Sounds like adults have it pretty rough, huh? Not that I really get it.
That guy probably can't keep a girlfriend because he's so shallow all the time. Damn, even more roasting. So now I'm back to being a bachelor. Why doesn't anything ever go my way? Inspector Swan is amazing, isn't he? I mean, he's even got a wife and kid. I mean, yeah, he has it together, unlike you. I had trouble getting quality soba flour after what happened to Cray Village. But thankfully, my sources in Longlai have stabilized, so at least for the near future I won't be raising my prices. Even though it's getting harder and harder to get ingredients for Eastern cuisine lately, I want to make soba for as long as I can.
Hey, welcome.
Mushroom ankake soba, okay. Kansas' newest dish, buckwheat noodles with thick mushroom sauce. Yeah, that goes well together.
Be a stranger.
See, my stall's a place that people can depend on in the hard times. So I can't go closing shop anytime soon. I won't let them down. Well, this is a meeting. Hi.
Alright. Then it sounds like the program should proceed as planned. Was there anything else we wanted to go over?
I think you've just about covered everything. Honestly, I'm rather impressed with your performance so far, Toa. We might even have the chance to end the conference earlier than expected.
Well, all the materials Princess Zita gave me were so thorough. After all, I couldn't have done it without her. I'm glad to hear that, Miss Toa. Oh, is that Arkride Solutions I see?
It's certainly been a while. We haven't seen each other since Nemeth Island, no? Have you learned anything new recently? Nah, we're still hunting for clues at the moment. We've been pounding the pavement in the meantime.
By the way, why are you here, Miss Toa? Are you working on something with Prince Sharid? Hello, Agnès, Van. It's nice to see you two again.
I'd like to thank you both once more for your assistance with that 4SPG. Nice detail.
As a member of the ICO, it wasn't something I could simply ignore. I'm glad we were there to aid one another.
You mean to say you worked on a job together recently?
Remind me to ask you about the full details later, when we have more time perhaps.
By the way, were you all discussing the upcoming International Symposium's political debate earlier? Those were words. That's right. Now that tensions have managed to ease up a bit, I feel it's a prime opportunity to lay the groundwork for building future relations.
Awesome simply strives to aid its neighboring fellows. We like to forge a more peaceful environment going forward.
As such, we've been supporting Miss Herschel in making plans for talking points. So this is all about creating a positive rhetoric with our neighboring countries, huh?
It may seem a bit like a far off future, but we're making pretty good strides in getting there.
Yes, I believe so too.
That's a pretty big undertaking, but if it's for the future of Calvard...
Nice.
Indeed.
Nice, okay.
Speaking with Miss Toa has taught me so much. She's quite impressive. By the way, I can't help being worried about these substitutes of yours. Well, I'm sure you'll have no problem finding them. You've dealt with much worse in the past, no?
Uh-huh. This angle? This is... I spotted it. Almost said it. This Garden Master character that's popped up recently seems to be quite dangerous. And that's not even to mention the Oathbreaker. There is very little information available on them, if any, but I'll be sure to update you if we find something. Thank you.
I'm grateful that what happened at Nemeth Island didn't end in tragedy. If there was even one misstep, there's no telling what could have gone wrong.
Do you want me to show you the timeline?
Going forward, we must act with the utmost vigilance in regard to the Thousand Oathbreaker.
Oh, oops. So I heard we have you to thank for marking Swin and Nadia down for a temporary leave of absence.
Yes, I know they were listed as short-term foreign exchange students, but I didn't want this to be the end of them for them.
The end of them?
I figured if they come back, they'd like to continue with their school life.
I agree.
Those two have overcome a lot in their lives, and I want to believe they'll be able to overcome this as well. They've spent so long relying on only each other, they don't even consider leaning on the people around them. But even so, they took a chance to depend on you, Mr. Arkride. Isn't that right?
Well, that's... that they did.
Help them, please. Miss Towa.
Don't worry, we'll bring them back. You can count on it. Aww, we need to bring them back.
Miss Berzelia is currently out at the moment. I do think the girl has matured recently. You see, the president was supposed to return home today. Miss Berzelia was rather looking forward to the meal. However, due to an unexpected emergency, he had to make a change in his schedule. If this were last year, she'd spend the day soaking in her rooms. But this time around, the young lady seems to be taking it in stride. In fact, she even claimed to be proud of her father's work ethic.
Damn.
I understand why you might think that. However,
I don't think I'm quite ready for a meeting yet, but I need to get things settled as soon as possible. You see, I'll be having a talk with the Oracion Trust Bank soon, although my track record with them in the past hasn't been so great. But considering the public's faith in banks plummeted last year, they'll have to take a chance on me. I will get money even if I have to force my way into better financing.
Uh-huh. Are you here for something? Please allow me to assist you. Manager Rumsfeld is currently accompanying Miss Berzelia to Trion Tower. They should be returning shortly. Ah, that's where they are. Manager Rumsfeld is out escorting Miss Berzelia on a tour of the capital today. Normally, the duty of escorting Miss Berzelia outside falls to me, but Manager Rumsfeld told me he'd prefer to go himself. So I've just been protecting the hotel in his absence. Well, I'm sure the young miss would be more comfortable with Manager Rumsfeld anyway. Oh, wait, no, not you! Sorry, ma'am. You see, the young miss still finds me a bit scary. Not that it matters. At the end of the day, I just need to make sure she's safe. Her being uncomfortable around me doesn't make me sad or anything. It's just part of the job, you know? Sounds like it's making you sad. Alright, what are we finding? Oh, 2 of these? Sure, exterminate.
Give me your worst.
that's far enough.
Oh good, they have instant death.
Output max.
Well, that's great. Nice. Thank you, Katra. Jesus.
I will always strive to better myself.
Ooh, Silvery Cross has been upgraded to Silvery Cross 2. Nice. Alan getting upgrades. Runway. Okay, that's a new one.
Reward deposited.
Thank you. There goes where? Gray and Law. swear, Gray is gonna be the first one maxed out. Let's see about this. Runway. A holocore powered by a gentle older sister AI. Enhances recovery and endurance capabilities. Alright. So 5% HP EP regen each turn and gain 2 CP. Defense ADF 36% and S boost turn duration +1. Okay, that is not bad. That is not a bad one. Very tanky one. Also, I have 2 more down here. Alter Pocel. Holocore powered by a naive young female AI. Parameters differ from those of the standard model. Okay, so this one, physical and magical damage 12%, accuracy 60%, evasion 20%, critical rate 20%, speed plus 32%, and movement plus 10%. Okay. What's the normal version one? Where's Pocel? There it is. Okay, so that was Nadia's. Okay, this is a 4-star version, but okay, physical and magical damage, accuracy, evasion, critical rate, speed, and movement. Huh. Okay, these sets in the middle are probably... I think the speed is higher. This one is already 32%, and this one is... actually... I don't know. They seem similar, but it's also hard to compare them because the other one is already leveled. The other one is already leveled up. Alter Gap. Holocore that forgoes speech to boost its combat potency. S-Craft power plus 60 and S-Craft turn delay time minus 80%. Right. Is this an original? No, it's an alter. Where's the gap? There's the gap. SP 60 and S-Craft turn delay minus 80. Huh. Is this completely the same thing? Arts damage 20 and max EP 75? Okay. The other one has slightly different arts damage and max EP values. 60 and 80 is, I think, the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Blacklight District. Let's see what we have here. Anything? 3 shops updated. Alright. Not too many people, actually. Wow. Actually, really not too many people here. I don't really mind doing work in the service industry, but the stress of it all really gets to me sometimes. Anyway, don't you think the events of the arena have been pretty popular lately? Maybe I should place a few bets to let loose a little. Sure. Seems the anti-immigration activities are getting more vocal again. You know, I've heard there are anti-immigration terrorist groups now. I'll have to keep my guard up. Maybe it's the True Grievance Brigade? I mean, they did attack the International Forum in Crossbell a few years ago. Seems they haven't learned their lesson yet.
Now, what might you be after? I'll be seeing you.
You don't have anything new? The reason I've been able to survive in the shadows for so long is because I'm sensitive to danger. But it's hard to tell what lengths these terrorists are willing to go to. Guess I just need to be on guard.
Hey, fixers. Been a while since you've shown your faces down here, don't you think? It looks like the forces behind the scenes have started making some noise lately. There's a pretty good chance they'll be setting their sights on you soon. Remember to keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, I figured. What with the legacy and the nuke, we've been in the spotlight a little too much lately. Could you maybe explain who exactly these forces are? So far, I've heard about Heiwei and a few Jaeger Corps. And it sounds like Heiwei has got something up their sleeve.
Huh. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. We need to be more careful going forward. The fact that we lack information at the moment puts us at a disadvantage. Right, let's switch up our path while we go around the Blacklight District just in case. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Interesting?
Almata's legacy, huh? If it really is a nuclear weapon, we're in for some trouble. There's a good chance lot will be targeted soon, so be careful, alright?
Ho ho! Got a great lineup at come again soon.
You have something
Ho-ho.
new?
Got a great lineup at great prices. Come again soon.
It says new.
Ho ho! Got a great lineup at great prices.
Oh, in here. The Grand Topaz, alright. Oratorio Blue. Grand Topaz, defense ADF 30, prevents seal mute. Okay. Oratorio Blue, ATS 30. Crimson Tear, strength 30, prevents rot, freeze, death blow. Hope Emerald is critical and evasion 9%. Nice. Delay slow and stat down 100% prevention. Nice. Oh, Dinosaur Wallet Plus. Oh, damn, you have quite a lot of new shit. Item drop rate 70%. Sacred Scarf Plus. EP, ATS, ADF up. Damn. Nice. Master's Gloves. HP 1500 plus, strength 30 and defense 30. True Proverbs of Divinity. Speed, accuracy 150. Crit plus 30. An ultra rare booklet of proverbs regarding the Heavenly Mother. That was the Master Gloves. Sturdy and highly mobile gloves made from cutting edge textiles. Sacred Scarf. An immaculate scarf consecrated in the holy city of Arteria. Platinum Choker Plus. Crit plus 15, evasion 30, magic evasion 15. A fashionable choker with extra platinum worked into its design. Anything else? No. Welcome back, friends. Glad to see you're safe. Heard you had a fight with the Society's Oathbreaker. To think the DG code would rise again. I couldn't have predicted that in a million years. Sounds like you know a lot about this stuff, Morgan. Well, I was just helping to gather information for the guild. Had to learn a lot about the paradise locations in the Republic. Pretty impressive, right? I've been working with military, the police force, even got involved with the Grasritter at one point. Tried to keep my distance though. What the shit is this guy? This guy keeps surprising me more and more. What the shit? I didn't realize. Wait, did you know what was going to happen on Nemeth Island? No idea. I know the place is technically part of the Republic, but it's really just some random remote island. I did hear the paradise was crushed by the Society in a separate operation though. I'm sure that's something the intelligence agencies were aware of, but nobody in the underworld had a clue. Well, I'm sure it was a hell of an operation. Yes, I've only heard about it in rumors, but I heard they used the Society to destroy them. And that's how the remnants ended up. Well, I'm glad we were able to put an end to it all. Yes, although I do have some regrets. Sweet and Nadia. Well, anyway, I'm glad to see you're all safe. Try to rest and recuperate from now on, alright? Very interesting that he brought the same shit up that I literally brought up, that Paradise definitely was not known where its main location was. Only that it was crushed by Ouroboros. It's been over 10 years already. Time certainly flies. I've got so scared when I heard the Oathbreaker showed up, but I'm glad to see you're safe. I mean, that guy is just the worst. Seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if he planned to blow up the whole island. He kinda did. Anyway, I'm sure you've got plans. Just remember to rest and recuperate, alright? This is an A, and this is a B. Oh look, the G can be for Gabriella. That's Mommy's name. I made sure to learn that letter first. Oh. Yota, you really are an angel. Wait, no. G should be for Gigant and guided missile. Come on. Mommy's taught me so much already. It's like she knows everything, even how to give the best hugs. Oh, this child. All I want is to give Yota a good life, so I figured it might be best that I send him to Sunday school. But I can't just allow him to go above all by himself, can I? I mean, who knows what could happen during his classes? I have to be there. Oh god, she's being an overprotective mom right now. That means I have to close the store pretty often, though. What should I do? Find someone to do it instead of you, I guess. I wonder what Yota would would look like while studying. Oh, even the thought is adorable.
I need to get my boy in Sunday school. It's for his future.
Uh-huh.
Do me a favor and decide already.
Northern borscht. Yum. A Northern Ambrian soup. The top recommendation of Gabriella, the shop's owner. Oh god, the terror.
I have some good books on sale.
You do? Why was your voice coming from the left, huh?
Oh, Van, where have you been? You make me so worried. Only I'm allowed to kill you, alright? Me, your lover.
Do you even hear yourself? And what do you mean, lover?
Well, I just got so upset without you. It's so lonely down here after all. I long to feel the touch of another.
Jesus.
To feel my blade sink into their flesh.
Is touching the same as stabbing for you?
I see you haven't changed.
You should probably keep your distance, man. I swear I'm not her boyfriend.
It's been a while since I've heard him say that.
It has been. This entire game, actually.
Whenever I see a strong man, I can't help. No. Maybe a book will help me calm down. How about the one with all those torture methods? Hey, is she really alright?
No clue, I don't know. She won't listen to a thing we say to her.
Well...
Run! From one crazy to the other, hi.
Nemephilan, huh? From what I heard, they were trying to carry out some grand human experiment. The DG cult. Could have sworn they were destroyed years ago. Karma really can be a bitch sometimes. Look, just forget I said anything, alright? I only pray that those spirits have found peace. But do I even have the right?
Oh god! Oh, were you a scientist on Nemeth? Oh no, or maybe you were cooperating with them somewhere? Oh, that would explain a lot. Oh, that would explain your personality quite a lot.
I know I can be a little scatterbrained at times, but there's one thing I'll always remember. And that's, okay, actually I forgot. Well, that's fine. Probably wasn't important anyway. Let's keep drinking till we forget everything.
Huh. Oh, wait, more?
As long as I don't think too hard about things, I'll stay happy forever. Come on, let's drink till we drop. Hey there, can't we have some fun before you go? Just don't get too naughty, alright?
Oh, hey, this is a meeting.
So, when I left Messeldam, I handed ownership of my shop over to this girl that's practically my sister. Anyway, she sent me a letter recently, told me that a few old friends had stopped by.
Oh, really? Thought I heard he was heading that way. Well, whatever. It's nice to know all the good Dingo's done has really been helping people in the long run. Here's hoping his soul was resting in peace.
I'll drink to that.
Nice. More follow-ups on that.
That girl Dingo seemed so fond of. I heard she's been doing pretty well recently. I see her articles in the Tyrell Times on occasion. Got a feeling she'll be making it big in the future. Well, we'll be cheering her on.
Nice. Did you hear what we were talking about just now? About the stuff that happened over in Messeldam? I mean, you ran into any stories about Dingo while you were there? Yeah, I got a chance to talk about him with one of our clients. Can't tell you all the details, but it's obvious he's left a trail of good deeds in his wake. Well, whatever he did, I'm sure it was life-changing. I imagine your client wanted to thank him for his help too. Only... Well, we were able to accept her thanks in his stead. That's gotta count for something, right? We just have to make sure to pass it on when we visit his grave. I suppose you're right. You know, I have him to thank for getting me this gig as a taxi driver. Only reason I could walk in the daylight again. It was around the time he left Messeldam to become a writer for Meld. Those were some hard times for us.
Well, things are better now. A world with Almata. Would have been nice for Dingo to see it. Ha! God, getting more and more background on everybody. That knockout competition over at the arena seems pretty popular. But the crowd gets so noisy sometimes. Well, I guess it's a good way for scum to let off steam. By the way, the arena events are all sponsored by the same person. They're the big boss of the Blacklight district. Don't show their face very often, but you can be sure to trust them.
Regret it.
What the shit is this meeting here?
I was able to round up a lot of quality girls today. Sure, they're all beginners, but just you wait. They'll be our top sellers in no time.
That's great, but are you really going to bring them in all at once? And you said they're all beginners? Don't you think Eden might be a little too advanced for them?
Oh, don't worry. I'll just ask Mistress about it. But until she agrees, you'll have to take care of them in the meantime.
Well, I guess we don't have a choice.
I actually wasn't intending on to scout more girls today, but my talent-seeking abilities are scary sometimes. But it's no big deal. Mistress will take care of it.
Sure.
Ah, you fancy these too, huh?
Viper Bite Extreme? Oh damn, that's a big heal. 2400, 40 CP, cure ailments? Damn. A nutrient drink that gives you a bottomless reserve of energy. Oh shit, he's training.
10,000 punches a day. No, it's gonna be more. If I'm gonna have any chance of beating the bastard, I have to do more. Strangely enough, my days seem pretty fulfilling now. The thought of revenge really lights a fire in the soul, huh?
I mean, you have a goal.
That bastard, he beat every single one of the arena's challengers. By himself, no less. Even defeated that one Jaeger with the robot. No way that guy's normal. After tasting defeat myself, I get it. I was in a rut because I was the champ. But being hit around a few times has really helped lift me up some.
Uh-huh.
This is a big one.
Carmine Crab, let's go.
I think I caught me a rare one.
There we go. Caught like 10 of these before I got the A rank. Jeez. Alright, done. By the way, I want to point out that the fishing thing here in this spot put me in this corner, but the NPCs are here now and now I'm stuck. And I have to fast travel out of here. Anyhow. Oh, hey! Well, those two look very familiar. Oh, that's the... Okay, that's why. That's the major event. I didn't even open the map yet. Okay. Well, let's go and say hi. Why not?
They have everything.
Hey, isn't that...
It's
Yep.
Sarah and Shahina. They must be visiting the capital.
Yeah, those two are in the same agency as I am now. They're here to promote some of their work.
Ah. Oh, yeah, right. You guys are participating in movies together as well. Hey, there is Wesley. So he was here. Let's see. Hi there. Watch the show. Hello, it's us.
Sarah, Shahina, you were amazing out there.
Hi, Fairy and friends. We sure didn't expect to bump into you here.
Yes, life is so hectic that we haven't been able to stay in touch. It really has been too long.
Since the end of the year, at least. Glad to see you're holding up okay. Yeah, you two really strutted stuff back there. Looks like you managed to put some pep into that step you were having problems with too. Character introductions. Alright then.
We have you watching our rehearsals to thank for that, Judith. Once again, it's wonderful to see you, Van. And everyone else too, of course.
Of course, Van gets the special treatment.
Yeah, talk about a lucky break. I mean, we didn't even have to make an appointment first. Sounds like destiny to me. Right, sis?
There we go. I was waiting for it.
Shahina, please.
1 minute in and they're already making a scene. I saw the Saga of Ravana, by the way. What a character I expect you to get cast as. Oh, that's interesting. That's one of those lines where it's kind of like, if you don't watch the movie, he probably doesn't say anything. You're a natural at acting, though. Who would have guessed?
Personally, I found it to be very challenging, but it was a valuable learning experience. At any rate, it's a relief to know you two are the same as ever.
Oh, Jesus, keeping track of who he's talking. No kidding.
Hey, that's not true. I've definitely changed. See, I've gotten sexy lady written all over me now.
Not from where I'm standing.
Your confidence is commendable, however.
Wow, the burns!
Don't worry, Shahina. You still have time. We can work at it together. Right now, I've got Fairy feeling sorry for me. Jokes aside, though, Sarah's gotten a whole lot foxier, don't you think? Me? Shahina, what are you saying? Now that she mentions it, I have to agree. Too true. Having your dancing appreciated by so many people has been a real positive impact. If you didn't have the making of a star before, you definitely do now. It's like all your charms are coming at us at full force. I'm guessing you finally managed to accept yourself, huh? Seriously though, you'll make a real splash in the industry with a little sexy rebranding. Take my word for it.
Uh-huh.
Judith, not you too.
Hey, you have a big star vouching for you. That's as good as you can hope for.
Well, if you think so, Van, I'll give it my best effort. Just be careful not to let any sleazebags out there take advantage of you. Believe me, they'll be beating a path to your door from here on out. That's fine. Guys like that aren't her type anyway. Really? Then what is? Moving on.
Before she can say anything.
Moving on. I'm sure you're all very busy. And we have another performance to prepare for.
Good point. Sorry for holding you up.
Oh, Sarah. Anyway, see you around, guys. Bye-bye.
Dodge the bullet.
What a beautiful pair of sisters.
That look. That look immediately.
What a beautiful pair of sisters. And to think they're on such close terms with you. That aside, they're doing remarkably well in spite of all they've been through this past year. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're rooting for them.
God damn it, Elaine. Don't kill him yet. Okay, let's see. We have quite a bunch. Oh, there they are.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find
Shahina and I will be in the capital for a few more days before our tour moves on to its next leg. Unfortunately, we do have a performance coming up in a bit, so maybe we can talk longer another time. Yeah, we should go eat at Walmart again. Alright, sounds like a plan. You two can teach me some more dance moves too.
If I stay at this company, they'll just work me like a dog until my very last breath. That's why I decided to aim for an early retirement. After I make some successful investments and get an income stream going, I can pull out of the company and just manage my portfolio once in a while. Nothing like setting a goal to give you a second wind. Step number 1 is to open a brokerage account and start trading.
The most common inquiries I get at this window regard financing for Valis-based enterprises. Their continued expansion into Calvard over these last few years will likely force many Republican businesses into making major changes. When competition drives companies to grow like this, our livelihoods become corporative richer for it.
Comparatively.
There's truly never a dull moment in the stock market. That's what I find worthwhile about this line of work. We've reached the free time period of our tour, so everyone else should be made shopping spree at the mall right now. I used to go around and make some purchases of my own during these breaks. But almost every tour we give comes here at some point. It's kind It's kind of killed the magic for me by now.
Aw. Sounds like the stage is really heating up today. You'll want to stop by again tomorrow, though. Why? Because Mishi is going to be holding another show. Sure, he does them on a regular basis, but each one makes my heart soar all the same. Oh, and guess what? Mishi's up on the observation deck at this very second. If you hurry, you might still be able to catch him. Oh, good God.
Whoa, what an amazing view!
Twice as tall as the Great Spire, huh? Whoever built this must have been compensating for something.
We're finally here together.
Oh.
Huh? She looks like she's bursting with joy. Wonder why.
Oh. She's happy.
Trion Tower was designed around 50 years ago by Professor Epstein. Having such a famous person involved in the creation of the capital's landmark is a source of great pride for our city.
Whoa, is that true? I had no idea.
Well, I think it was a while before the fact was made known to the general public.
Uh-huh. Okay, so didn't tell people immediately. Hi?
So Mishi is here today. Oh wow, I'm so glad I guessed the security downstairs. You know, I've actually been doing a lot of thinking about Mishi lately. This version isn't as refreshing to look at as the old one, but I'm sure the new Mishi's trying his best. Honestly, I think I might even like the new fur texture. Yeah, this one's just as good as the others.
Okay. Oh God, hi. I'm here to play at Trion Tower today. Edith is so big. I guess it goes to show how very small my own world is. Just staring down. I'm gonna murder you. For those wanting to take a photo with Mishi, please line up here. And don't forget to buy one of our limited edition Trion Tower picture frames. Delusional girl, what's happening?
You found me. How did you suss out the location of my secret spy lair? Well, you're too late. The whistleblower documentation is long gone. My comrades are taking it to the authorities as we speak.
What is this girl?
It's only a matter of time before the police descends on your mansion. Your days of swindling are numbered, Andro.
Who the heck's Andro? I think we just got sucked into a world of make-believe. This is adorable, but also what the hell?
If you intend to kill me, then go ahead and get it over with. But know this, Andro, you've lost, and nothing will change that fact.
What? Oh hey! There they are.
Miss Berzelia, the president has informed me that he will be unable to attend tea today. He offered his sincere condolences. Some rather unfortunate business matters have cropped up in recent days.
Oh, it's alright. I understand. Thank you for telling me. You know, now that I think about it, my father has contributed quite extensively to the capital's townscape, has he not?
Indeed he has. Not only did the president aid in the formation of Edith's financial foundations, but he did so for the overall republic as well. And today he spends his time traveling cross-country looking for investors to help spread his wealth to the surrounding areas.
This is the first time I'm hearing of this. Perhaps my father deserves a more filial daughter. Unless, do you think I'm capable of growing into someone my father could take pride in?
Yes, Miss Berzelia, I truly do. You're quite a sensible girl after all. Not to mention all those lessons you've learned and the connections you've made. They'll lead you to heights never before seen.
Aww.
The president had dinner plans with Miss Berzelia today, but he was pulled away unexpectedly. That's why he asked I bring her to the observation deck in his stead. He wants me to show her all he's been working towards. I hope this proves to be a formative experience for her.
I never really knew what was in my father's heart. Maybe that's why I didn't make much of an effort to understand him. But now that I've finally seen his true colors, I feel happy, proud even. The more I learn, the more I see the amazing man and father who loves and cares about me.
Aww, character growth. Oh, this is where they are.
I wonder when we last came to Trion Tower. Wait, did my husband bring us here to pray for Curtis? Well, I suppose I have heard that people come here to pray on occasion, in that case. Oh, Goddess, please, please, please bless Curtis with a happy and successful high school life. Oh. Actually, everyone in his family seems to be on a different wavelength at the moment. No matter, I'll take this opportunity to pray for Curtis' success. Goddess, please bless us.
Providing a panoramic view of the entire capital.
My son finally finished taking his entrance exam, so I figured it might be nice to go out somewhere to celebrate as a family. After all, it's been a while since we've spent time together, and we haven't been to Trion Tower in just as long. I'm glad they seem to be having fun. According to the schedule, the Aramis entrance exam results will be sent out tomorrow. No, I can't start doubting my son now. No matter what the results are, I'll have his back. Oh. We've always had issues seeing eye to eye, but I'm glad we have the chance to bond with one another again. I just hope this outing will be enough to set Curtis at ease.
Providing a panoramic view of the entire capital.
Out of nowhere, Dad told me he wanted to come to Trion Tower. He can be really childish sometimes. Well, I guess it does make for a nice change of pace. Sure beats staying at home all the time. The test for Aramis is over now, but I can't stop thinking about how hard it was. I need to keep calm. I mean, I did everything I could to prepare myself. I even calculated my own score. Oh, Jesus. Trion Tower. It's reminding me of how high the bar is for getting into Aramis. I need to keep calm. I mean, I did everything I could to prepare myself. I even calculated my own score.
115 arch above ground level. Providing a panoramic view.
The observation deck's rather lively today. Man, I love when there's a crowd. That way, I don't have to see the view. Please don't tell the others about this. Poor guy. Oh shit, she came to the tower.
Tell me, secrets.
Trion Tower, this is the year I capture your essence on canvas. I swear it upon the bristles of my brush. Trying to do so from afar proved unsatisfactory, so this time I've switched up my approach. By drawing it from up close perspective, I'll be able to capture its majesty once and for all. Then I'll be able to proudly declare that I've captured Trion Tower.
Okay. The painter decided to come to the object of her painting.
Observing Trion Mall's facilities and services has given me some insights on their business tendencies. For instance, their prosperity for external companies and foreign brands. Of course, that in itself is far from unusual for a shopping center, but the way they go about it is more flexible than most. They even managed to pull in the Quincy Company despite being founded by Central Eastern Capital. Another point worth noting is Trion Mall's extensive use of their stage for entertainment purposes. They had a few Central Eastern dancers performing today, and recent word of mouth tells me there are Mishi shows periodically as well. On that subject, Mishi was originally a product of Crossbow State founded by one of Valley's investment bank's rivals. They purchased the rights to him legitimately, but co-opting to the symbol of a competitor to utilize for one's own benefit is certainly something.
I submitted my attempt at a stylish ad concept to my clients, but they said it was too tacky and abstract, so it's back to the drawing board. Excuse me for being a generation behind the curve, I guess. The reparations bubble made it feel like the sky was the limit. That's what convinced me that I could hack it freelance in the first place. Losing faith in myself won't fix anything. I just need to make the latest trends mesh with my style.
Okay, something new happening in here. Yes, welcome, hi. You have something new?
Our store carries a drink called the Grand Chardonnay. It's a vintage wine that has been made more affordable in recent years. We also have an aged Grand Chardonnay in our storehouse. Its flavor is like none other, I assure you. If you're seeking a beverage that's representative of our culture, then look no further.
No new. Sorry.
I'm quite proud of what we have to offer.
Grand Chardonnay SP? SP, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay sparkling wine. For who is this? Oh, Judith.
We'll be looking forward to your next visit.
Oh, you're right. Sayla's terrible with all kinds of scary stuff. We went to go and see a horror movie one time, and you should have seen how pale her face was when we left. Poor thing. Well, I'm sure it made for a funny memory. Fun memory. You know, Oh god. I get that you two have to keep working so hard, but I worry you're going to overdo it soon. Oh, don't worry, we always make sure to take our breaks. Although we have been talking about going on hiatus for a bit. Alright then, I guess that makes me feel a little better. Anyway, I should get going. Let me know when you have free time again. Yeah, for sure. Grandma? Chatting with Lulua never fails to brighten my mood. It's a relief to know things are slowly picking up with her idol career. I plan to look out for her in whatever way I can. That's what friends do, after all. Nice. It's nice that Daphne and I can still hit it off like before. Sure, there's a few generations between us, but we just get each other, you know. She even comes to cheer us on at all of our shows. No amount of thanks is enough for that.
Oh, that is very sweet.
Once again, I find myself here staring at those delicious tarts that I will not buy. I am definitely dutifully applying self-restraint. After I save up some money, I can indulge on all the limited edition spring tarts my heart craves. That's precisely why I'm skipping meals, so I can save on future food expenses.
Well,
sure. I guess that works. Headquarters recently sent out a survey inviting each of our storefronts to propose new confection ideas for the coming season. Until now, the company's development division would always decide future product lines unilaterally. It would seem the change in our leadership has brought about a more open workplace culture as well.
He's right. Back when my father was in charge, the various departments were fairly sequestered from one another. It's nice to know things are changing for the better.
No doubt. Yeah. Quincy cake. 21 CP, Quincy Parlor signature cake, topped with ripe seasonal fruits.
A little while ago, the news was talking about those monstrous anti-immigration theorists. Those criminals are giving the old nobility a bad name, and now innocent people such as myself are being caught in the crossfire. Those of the old nobility must have the breadth of mind to accept all peoples and cultures.
This is a new guy, I think? Anyway. Well, if it isn't Agnès and Van, and Elaine's here as well. Oh, I see. You must be doing that job you were talking about.
That's right.
Oh, wait, no, not a new guy. It's all the teachers, essentially. Right.
It's nice to see you, Mr. Powell.
Glad to see you. Sorry it's been so long since our last meetup. Anyway, you guys having a little after-work get-together? I wouldn't call it a get-together, really. It's more so a celebration to recognize all our hard work. You see, we're finally finished grading all the entrance exams.
I suppose it is that time of year, isn't it?
Between you and me, I'm pretty excited to see this new batch of students. They're bound to be a real treat.
Well, setting that aside, you're that famous Arkride, aren't you?
Famous? You left quite the impression on Powell, you know? He talks about you every chance he gets. Both you and Beauty's Blade seemed like you were always attracting some kind of attention to yourselves.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Of course, when was a problem, child? Watch it. Actually, you'll be surprised. Most of my memories of him are rather positive. are rather positive, most. This year's examinees were very impressive. I had more than a few of their answers taken me by surprise. I'm confident they'll be able to shoulder the future of the Republic once they're bolder. I suppose being a teacher really is rewarding. I'm certainly... Oh, I was looking what the shit is glowing there on the floor. It's the thingy. Time certainly does fly by, doesn't it? It was a pleasure catching up with you, man. You as well, Elaine.
I invited Miss Toa and Miss Sonia along as well, but both claim to have other business to attend to. Oh well, I suppose there's always next time.
Big Crystal. Damn, that's a lot of people in one spot. Hi, did you finally buy a phone?
Guess what? I went and bought myself a T-phone today.
She finally did.
Actually, not just one, but two.
Two?
One for my husband, and the other will be for me and Bart to use. I even arranged a 2-year payment plan. New technology is so exciting, don't you think? I just can't wait to start it up.
Good for you.
Mom and Dad decided they were going to buy a T-phone recently. I can't believe we're gonna have the latest in tech in the house. I mean, I guess it's cool.
You can be excited, kid.
My dog was using my T-phone like a chew toy the other day. The thing's practically covered in teeth marks. I mean, I'm glad my dog didn't swallow anything, but I'm really hoping the damage can be fixed.
Ah.
I've been getting a lot of questions about how to use the T-phone lately, and the only reason I've been able to answer them is because I have my own. Well, actually, the manager only gave it to me so I could understand how it works. But thanks to that, I'm very familiar with all of its functions now. Any problems the customers have experienced, I've experienced too.
Good.
I've been working at the Vern store for a while now, but I learned something new every day. I mean, back in Cray Village, Boss Godard taught me so much. But technology hasn't stopped progressing since then, and that means I have some catching up to do. Alright, Lashkar's been doing a little better recently. I think he's even starting to have a more positive outlook on his future.
Good.
He really is a good kid, and I intend to do everything I can to make sure he's alright from now on. I also mean to carry the memory of everyone we lost for the rest of my life. Still, I know I shouldn't get too caught up in the past. I believe that Mom and Dad and the boss are all cheering me on from the goddess's side.
Oh.
And that's enough to keep me going. I'll be the best engineer they've ever seen.
It's been about 4 months since I became the manager. You know, I actually used to work at Valis Investment Bank's main office. While I was still employed there, I took on an interest in the Vern Company's products, and I found the Republic rather fascinating as well. So when I received an offer to become the manager of a Vern store, I immediately accepted. I still think it was the right choice for me. I used to work at Valis Investment Bank's main office. Working at the bank was enjoyable enough, but I'm happy with where I am today as well.
I'm here to see the adventures of Rockford and 3 Point Heat again. Each watch feels so fresh at first, and the acting's so layered that I can always pick out something new about it. I typically binge 2 movies in a row though, so my days end up zipping by just like that.
Oh. Film culture has gradually become more and more widespread in Edith, and our theater is at the forefront. A couple of other cinemas have opened recently, but as you can see, we're the ones that have had the most success. Perhaps I'll consider opening another branch in Misseldom, or even Calvard.
Step right up.
Oh, I can watch another one. Purchase. Leaving soon, huh? Well, I've watched all of these, but I could do with raising people's trust.
What have I done? Wait! Come back, Pawn! Pawn!
Oh jeez, I think my mascara is starting to run. They were such good friends, but they were torn apart. It's so sad.
Getting a little misty-eyed, are we? Guess it's safe to say this one's a winner for you.
There's a sequel where they get back together. They have to make it.
Yeah, I doubt this will get a sequel. Sorry, Judith. Oh no. Hey, are you crying?
Of course not. Though I do feel bad for the two of them. Pawn certainly was cute though. I wonder if they plan to sell merchandise of him.
Same old Elaine. If cuteness could kill, she'd be a dead woman. I'll be honest, dealing with my manager Dahlia isn't always easy. She's all she's all about work and nothing but. But she was the one who poached me back when I was working on a Pyro store in Valis. I'm still shocked that she did that. And, well, coming to R&M's Calvard Republic branch was my choice at the end of the day, so I can't really complain. I try to take the clerk's advice to heart. So to recap, the lengths of the top and the bottom have to balance out. And then I need to make sure the colors match. This is so complicated. I already feel my confidence slipping. Launching an official website and updating it on a regular basis seems to be doing a fine job of pulling more customers in. Other companies will be following our example before long though, so we can't afford to rest on our laurels. It's imperative that R&M cements its position at the top of the fast fashion world. To that end, we need to stay 3 steps ahead of our competitors when it comes to business development.
Anything
Good
of
for you.
interest?
Oh, you have definitely new shit. Right, that's the gender-specific clothing. Alright. I mean, it's not bad actually. Might actually invest into this stuff in between.
I hope you found
in between
everything to your
recordings. Alright, Center Marsh. Let's see, rest area is our point of interest. So let's do this place, clear it out, and first and foremost, this is the most important place in here, the fishing shop. I need gear. Hello, old man Ahab.
Kyle's been practicing his fishing like a madman over at the Memorial Park. I couldn't be prouder to call him my grandson.
Good for him.
Anything you want.
All-purpose rods. Higher performance fishing rod, thank you. And flashabo? Tinsel streamer for a hook that attracts fish. Hell yeah. I need bait.
Well now, any other place would likely consider these vegetables to be substandard. Growing them organically, however, has allowed their flavors to truly shine through. What do you say to supplying my stand with your family's produce? I'll even pay you about market price.
Huh?
It's just as I said, miss. Think you could start bringing them in tomorrow?
Yes, of course, thank you so much.
No, I should be thanking you.
Hey, she finally found a buyer. There we go.
I don't believe it. Romaine actually agreed to carry our produce. Thank goodness I went out on a limb.
Nice, good for you.
It must have taken no small amount of effort to raise vegetables like these organically. I haven't made a contract this satisfying in quite some time.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Concentrated veggie juice. Cure stats down. A juice made from blended extracts of carefully selected vegetables. I went over to R&M at Trion Mall the other day and took a look at their selection. You can buy fashionable clothes for so cheap over there. How's anyone supposed to compete with that? My own sales have been slipping lately. I've got to shake things up somehow. You never can know when an old car game will cycle back into popularity again. That's simply the nature of trends though, isn't it? I'm just happy to see the younger folk having fun. Oh hey, there's Odette. Oh, hey Agnès. Should have figured the stuff you had to take care of this afternoon would be part of your part-time job again. Yes, it's something I couldn't afford to skip out on. What about you, Odette? Just browsing records? Yep, I was thinking we needed some more choices for what kind of music to play on campus during the festival. My mind keeps circling back to if Svin and Nadia are alright though. I know they said it's only temporary, but what the heck could have called them back to Remiferia all of a sudden? I don't know the details myself, sorry to say.
Don't go stressing yourself out. They'll be back before you know it. Those kids are the type to follow through on their word all in all.
You've got a point there. We'll just have to keep the faith and sit tight then. I've got my own responsibilities to focus on anyway. There's only a few weeks to go before the festival.
Huh, that's the spirit.
Odette, I'll do my part as well. We'll make this event one to remember. I wonder what happened to Albert. He was supposed to come and help me out today. Well, whatever. Can't let that distract me from sifting through all these tunes.
While he's busy.
I hear Seven Hearts has been all the rage lately. We amuse ourselves with multiplayer card games like that when I was a young man too. This takes me back to the days when Belinda and I would go a few rounds with each other on train trips.
Oh, hello! Welcome!
Ember Turtle. A gift for Van. A record that includes a song that Van is fond of.
You're welcome back anytime.
Long time no see, Spriggan. I'm told that that business with Almata's legacy has you on the move lately. You could say that. News travels fast, huh? Only in the form of rumors, really. Truth be told, I assumed things in the underworld would settle down a bit now that Almata's out of the picture. The fact that I'm still hearing of them only proves how much of an impact they made. Oh yeah. Almata has a way of lingering long after they're supposed to be gone. Just like the DG cult. It's just plain crazy how much their presence still hangs in the air.
I never knew there were so many types of frying pans. They've got aluminium, copper, steel. Which one should I get?
Oh, okay, kid. Kane said that he wants to help me more in the kitchen. But our frying pan at home is a tad large, so I decided to get another one just for him. Huh, he really is a sweet kid. Always thinking of his dear-old dad. If it's an air of luxury you're after, might I suggest a bit of Erebonian brandy? Among them, Steinrose is the real deal. A sip of that will have you feeling like a proper imperial noble. Okay. Oh hey, what's happening here? Here's the orange you wanted, by the way. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy getting my hands on this thing. Nice, you always pulled through, Malcolm. I owe you big time. A new recipe? Same conversation.
What's it gonna be?
Pastries? A cookbook with tips on making pastries. Pastries? Pastries. Raspberry cannelle. Okay, 24 CP. Conspicuously fancy cannelle that smells of raspberries.
It's easy to get put off by the way during smell. But my mom says they taste amazing. People just need to give them a try.
And destroy their noses in the process.
You should buy one and see for yourself. Today we have the king of all fruits, the durian. They may be out of season right now, but the quality is second to none. Don't be shy about trying out one. The more off-putting the smell, the greater the flavor. Oh Jesus. For the best experience, however, you'll want to let them ripen an extra 2 or 3 days. That's when the aroma and taste will be at their peak. You won't be able to get through. You won't be able to get enough, no doubt.
Aha.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
Banana chips. Pleasantly sweet slices of dehydrated banana. Banana.
The market's offerings are gradually starting to cycle out now that we're on the tail end of winter. I'm practically bursting with excitement for the spring vegetables Romaine and the others groceries will have in stock. Not to get too ahead of myself, but I've got a whole slew of new recipes in the works right now.
What can I get for you?
We're already selling something new. Avocado burger? Okay, damage up. A beef patty with sliced avocado. A delicious combination of flavors. What the shit? Tiger stares cattily. Tiger's got that longing look in his eyes. Doesn't seem like he's all that hungry though.
Maybe he wants something to give to another cat.
Probably. Cats. Speaking of have Tiger, leave Tiger the leftover body bits from the fish I've cleaned. But for whatever reason, he doesn't seem all that enthused about them today. Can't exactly afford to just give him our valuable merchandise, but I'll see what doesn't sell and come closing time and go from there. Nice.
Welcome. What can I get you today? All of our fishies are fresh, guaranteed. If you don't believe me, just ask that kitty cat over there.
Yes.
I believe precious metals and gemstones to be an excellent investment, yes. But they're not the sort of thing an untrained eye should even consider getting involved with. I've seen countless people crash and burn with nothing to blame for it but their own greed. Ultimately, it's best to keep hold of those baubles simply because you enjoy them. The Central East has so many spices. What if I used these to come up with my own original curry? That would give me some girl boss points for sure, right?
Uh-huh.
They say eating meat makes you happier, and you know what? They're absolutely right. So step right up and grab yourself a nice juicy piece of heaven. It's not all about these sales for me though. I just love seeing how customers smile That's why I'm giving out extra large servings today.
What can I get for you?
Camel sausages? Alright, also damage up. A camel meat sausage with satisfyingly crisp skin. Damn, this place is full.
I keep trying to study Mr. Ward's technique, but the coffee rabbit hole goes a lot deeper than I realized. Brewing in the way he does is challenging, but I'm not gonna let that stop me.
Good. Hey, these two. Polanski.
So, in other words, your goal is not to question each individual merit and pitfall of the president's policy measures. Rather, you wish to delve into what it is they're working toward. That is to say, their long-term prospects.
Hey! Hey! That's her dad! Okay. There we go. Actually get to see the guy.
That's correct. After all, policies are nothing more than measures through which an ideal nation is created. I believe it best to make the Republican Party's stance apparent. We are here to make sure all the facts are laid out on the table. We can't just blindly agree with the current administration after all. Forward-thinking nations must have polarity. I see. You're just as Rocksmith said you'd be. Thankfully, I've yet to lose sight of our party's ideals. If only I could say the same of the others. Well, no matter. I look forward to hearing you speak at the upcoming debate, Ryan.
Hey, there you go, sir.
Naturally, the Republican Party should actively select policies appropriate for these modern times, rather than clinging only to convention. By that same token, it must also consider what kind of society said policies can promise to our nation and its people. With that standpoint in mind, I believe it's high time we re-clarified our stance.
It's very funny to think about how Ellie is pretty much one of the main characters of this entire series of games, but both her parents look so... They're very close to just like a regular character model that roams the city. It's very funny.
It would seem Ryan has redirected the bitterness of his past hardships into bettering himself. He is most certainly one to look out for. Not many senators share in his background. Fewer still have the mettle to channel it into such a forward-thinking ideology. I have great expectations of him, if only for the vital experience and perspective he can provide.
Oh, you have a friend? And a big crystal right there.
Huh. You call yourself an enthusiast. Don't make me laugh.
Oh, it's the chick with the other coffee taste.
You call yourself an enthusiast? Don't make me laugh. All you ever do is dilute your coffee with bilge and tripe.
Oh, so that's how you want to play it? Tell you what then, I'll drink it black just this once. But in exchange you have to try a cafe latte. A cafe latte.
Alright, at the very least you'll have a chance to see how foolish you were. Ward, could you bring this young miss your finest cup of my usual?
And your extra finest cafe latte for him as well.
This is a relationship happening already.
As you wish. You know, I'm not so confident you'll be able to appreciate the rich flavor of coffee taken black.
I could say the same thing about you and lattes, pal.
Oh boy.
Romy's passion for coffee genuinely astounds me at times. With enough perseverance, she's bound to surpass me as a barista someday.
Welcome! Thank you for coming!
Oh, you have two new things. Wolfram Curry. Alright. Wolfram Signature Curry enhanced by a secret ingredient, coffee. Dark Roast Coffee Jelly. Ooh. Wolfram's Coffee Jelly boasts an authentic dark roasted aroma. Alright, let's see who's up here and is giving us the next tip. Oh hey, our gamblers. I was gone. What the? When did you two get to Edith? Hey, I was actually about to reach out to you. How's that for a coincidence?
It's been a while, guys. Save for Aaron and them anyway. Jack, Haley, a pleasure to see you.
Any particular reason you came to the capital? No, it's just that Langport's quite down a lot lately. I figured if there was action to be had, it'd be here. So we made a trip of it.
I wouldn't say much of note has happened since Nemeth Island, though.
We are on the hunt for a couple runaway kids, but you've never met them, so I wouldn't bother you with the details.
That's so? Well, we'll let you know if we hear anything suspicious.
Backing up a bit, you said Langport's quite a down? What about Ave? Nothing's official yet, but they've pretty much got everything squared away. Just the way Sal wants it to. Figures. We got the whole story back on the island, but that doesn't make me any less pissed.
It's a lot to take in. Sal defected to start his own family. Up until now, I'd have laughed at the idea, but if anyone can pull it off, it's him.
On a related note, Olgiana and Fan Lu are here in town too. Oh shit! Okay.
Are they now?
Why did I roll that R? Arr.
What for? I guess they have a whole slew of things to sort out. Now that Sao's left the Lu family.
Could also be that they're just here to talk business.
Whatever the case, it's not likely to have anything to do with our current objective.
Yeah, we should focus on what we're dealing with at the moment.
Best of luck.
You're keeping an ear out for some garden master guy, right? Anything comes up, we'll pass it along. But in the meantime, I think I'll mosey into the capital's gambling scene and see if I can make a few waves.
Just don't get in over your head. I'm not looking to clean up after your mess. In fact, maybe I ought to come along and keep you from making any.
Well, isn't that precious? You got your very own chaperone. Oh, stuff it.
We got a pretty decent handle on what went down on Nemeth Island. Can't say the same about where the Oathbreaker went, though. Doesn't seem like Ouroboros other members are up to anything major either. But you can't be too careful after your getaway gone wrong, especially when it comes to those twins. You watch our backs, and we'll watch yours, just like we did in Langport.
Sure thing. Been too long since my last romp in Edith. Would love to play it safe and fast and loose. Don't get me wrong. But we've got monkey business going on all over the Republic right now, Langport included. Gonna have to make like the informant I am and get her some intel. I'll be sure to keep my ear to the ground for any gab on those kids that ran out on you too. Bermuddy, what's up?
A new tip just came in, fresh off the grapevine. I had a feeling you'd be in need of a refill right about now.
Thoughtful as ever. Lay it on us.
Right. You see, something curious has been going on over at the condemned sector of the Blacklight District. The condemned sector? It's a dilapidated corner of the district, the one where the Red Fairy appeared.
Certain brands of criminals hit it up when they're looking to get away with whatever they want.
So, what's the sitch over there?
Well, lately rumor has it that a stranger has been going in and out of the area.
Now, I can't say whatever this next part is necessarily related, but apparently the monsters that frequent the condemned sector have been found killed by what appears to be needles.
Ah!
Needles? Does it mean it was Nadia?
Sorry, Anna, but I can't they fucked up the color of his text right now.
Sorry, hon, but I can only tell you what I've heard. Not to worry. This lead should prove more than sufficient.
We'll want to investigate this straight away. Yeah, let's gear up and head out. Thanks, Bermuddy. I owe you one.
let's call it on the house and leave it at that. If you need anything else, my line's always open.
Alright, but I think this is where we're gonna call it for today. This is already gonna be a long part, but we finished the first round through Edith. which means the next section of the story is probably gonna be a bit more hefty on main story parts, hopefully. But Edith is definitely not done, as is foreshadowed by this whole thing, and usually chapters taking place a couple of days across, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot more. But okay, we got a clue finally on Nadia, probably in the condemned sector herself. We'll see if she's actually there. I don't think so, but considering that we're now in Act 3, well, I think it has to be time finally for the old man to come back, right? Burgard has to reappear at some point. He's still a big member of Arkride Solutions and everything. No pun intended by the fact that he's a big guy. Yeah, we'll see about that next time. But for now, thank you very much. I know this is a slow part and it was pretty much just finishing up the city, and the only side quest was literally a monster extermination, but you know, we've done it. We've did it. And now we can actually move on to greener pastures and see what is happening with the city and the story and everything. But yeah, that will be for next time. So, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did so, please consider leaving a like. It would help out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open. No video will be behind a membership, as I always say. It's purely there for support. Thank you all the members that are already doing so. And I will see you in the next part. Until then, hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. And bye-bye.